Okay, this is part 2 of the test. And this is going to be multiple choice, true, false format. You're going to fill in the answer and write it on the test. There's not going to be a Scantron. So you have to have a hard copy on the test. And the first question is, the first 10 questions actually, is indicate whether each of the following elements is A, metal, B, non-metal, C, metalloid, D, transition metal, or E, intertransition metal. So this is essentially homology. Okay. We're looking at some of the broad strokes on the homology. How do these things transform? They're categorized according to the way they transform. So like I said before, you learn the homology of one member of a group of homologous compounds, and you know the homology of all of them. So we'll start off with number 1. The symbol is O, which stands for oxygen. And oxygen is in, you look at the periodic table, it's group number 6A. It is to the right of the staircase. It is a non-metal, so that would be a B. The second one is promethium. And if you look at the periodic table, it's in the lanthanides. It's number 59. The lanthanides, that is going to fall under the inner transition metal. So that would be an E. The third one is fluorine. Fluorine, obviously, group number 7 from the halogens. This is a non-metal. It's to the right of the staircase. So that would be a B again. Fourth is germanium. It is a group 4, but if you'll notice the periodic table, which I'm pointing over there to the right because there's one hanging over there to the right of me, it is on the staircase. It is, there's germanium on one side and arsenic on the other. It's group 4. It is adjacent to the staircase. That makes it a metalloid. So that one's going to be a C. And number 5 is sulfur, symbol S, and you'll notice that it is to the right of the staircase but not adjoining it, and so it is obviously a non-metal. So that's going to be a B. Number 6, K, which we know obviously is the symbol for potassium. K. Potassium, why not? You're going to have to memorize the names and some of the symbols here to get familiar with that, and there is some things that are not at all obvious. This is one of them. But potassium is obviously a metal. It's a group 1A. It's an alkali metal. So it is going to be an A. Parentheses around it. Number 7 is helium. It is one of the noble gases. Obviously, it is a non-metal, so this would be a B. The next one, number 8, is rhodium. It is obviously in between the main group metals and the non-metals. It is in that part in between, which we call the transition metals. And so that would be a D for that. Number 9 is magnesium, symbol Mg. It's an alkaline earth metal. It's group 2A, and it is obviously a metal. And number 10 is antimony, which is given the symbol Sb. Another one of those very obvious symbols. Sb. I see those letters, I think antimony, of course. And it is group 5, and if you'll notice, it is adjacent to that staircase. So that would make it a metalloid. And so that would be, it has intermediate character between the two extremes, metal and non-metal. And that is problems 1 through 10.